Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Alex the Comic Hoarder. Right now I have a haul video for you guys. It's been a while, so I hope you're ready. I'm ready. Here we go. Alright guys, a quick disclaimer before we start this video. I've already recorded the entire haul video, so it's done. This is me from the future coming back to the beginning of the video to provide a little bit of a disclaimer. You'll hear in this video that the microphone on this MacBook Pro has kind of gone like microphonic, or there's some kind of setting that's off on it. It's picking up a lot of this room noise. It's also picking up a lot of the computer's own fan noise. And at one point I was like going to scrap the whole thing. I was just going to quit and just do this another time. But you know, there's a lot of people that are asking me to put out more content, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to quit this video and just leave it for another time and potentially not even do this haul. So please have a little bit of grace for this video if you could. I really would appreciate the support on that. I'll try to figure out what's going on, and if it worse comes to worse, I'll just have to get a new computer, and hopefully that won't be the case. But anyways, yeah, please enjoy the rest of this video. Now on to the scheduled programming. So the last video that I did was the top 50 books in my collection, and I've been going through my collection, and there's books that I feel like I missed, but maybe I'll do like a series of videos where I just show off cool key comics, just get some more content on this channel. I've got a haul today, got a pretty nice haul, but I'll link the top 50 video at the end of the video. It's been doing really great. There's almost 1,500 views on that video already, and it's been 2 weeks. So thank you guys so much for your support on that video. So I wanted to start out with some new books. Fantastic Four #1 variant by Art Germ, and this is the Ben Grimm The Thing cover. Next is the Fantastic Four #1. This is the Reed Richards variant by Art Germ as well. And here's the variant for Johnny Storm, aka the Human Torch. And my favorite, and as the Comicholics would say, this is Supergirl cosplaying as the Invisible Woman, Sue Storm, and so really love this Art Germ cover. I picked up 2 copies of Catwoman #3 by Art Germ, and once again I think Catwoman #4 is going to be a really special cover, so keep your eye out. Should be this month for that cover. So another book that I got is this Joshua Middleton Batgirl #27, beautiful cover, and another book to keep your eye out on is Batgirl 28. It's another Middleton cover, and it's just absolutely stunning. If you're looking for something to read, Heroes in Crisis is a DC event that is written by Tom King and illustrated by Clay Mann. And I've got to say, this definitely reminds me of Identity Crisis, kind of more of a ground level crisis event. Clay Mann's artwork in this book is absolutely stunning. The way that he draws Booster Gold and Harley Quinn is fantastic. The way he draws the Trinity is also very good as well. But this story deals with post-traumatic stress disorder for superheroes. So where do they go when they have post-traumatic stress disorder? They go to a place called the Sanctuary. It's Kryptonian technology that's supposed to help superheroes deal with their stresses of being superheroes. So there's lots of really great candid interviews with superheroes that are involved or that are patients of this facility. It's an absolutely epic book. I'm really excited for issue #2, and it's a 9-part series. So we'll probably find out how this ends in 2020. The next 2 books that I picked up are Batman Damn #1. This is the Lee Bermejo A cover, and this is the Jim Lee B cover. One of the reasons why I wanted to pick this up is because Brian Azzarello's writing. Brian Azzarello wrote one of my favorite Superman runs of all time, and it was Superman for Tomorrow. It was a story that he wrote, and then Jim Lee did the artwork on that. Absolutely epic storyline if you haven't checked that out. Also, Lee Bermejo is one of my favorite artists. He's really great artist, and this has interiors and this cover by Lee Bermejo. So it's really epic. Tempted to keep this one unread and find this digitally. Haven't cracked these open yet. Now on to some back issues. The LCS in my town has dollar bins, and sometimes I get bored and I just want to go dig and see if I can find some treasures. Certainly enough, I was able to find some treasures, and I want to share those with you guys. The first book is this new XMen 128. This is the first appearance of Phantom X. This is part of the Grant Morrison run, which is a really great run if you are looking to read some X-Men. And then also, this is an Ethan Van Sciver cover. So if you like Ethan Van Sciver, mostly known for his DC work, but he did do some covers and some work for Marvel. I found both covers for Cyblade and She. #1, this is the Mark Silvestri cover, and this is the Billy Tucci cover. This is the first appearance of Witchblade. And speaking of Witchblade, this is Witchblade #1. Really nice Michael Turner cover and great book altogether. Read this one and it's a pretty awesome story. Okay, the next book is this Action Comics 500. And one of the reasons why I like this, I kept wanting to almost call this like an Inception cover, and I don't think that's right. It's probably like an infinity photo, but it just keeps going forever and ever, and so that's really cool. Actually, you know, it doesn't really go forever and ever. That one looks like the last one, but great idea, good try, Ross Andrew, but pretty cool book regardless, and it was only $1. So, and the last book that I got in my LCS in the dollar bins is this Action Comics 521, the first appearance of Vixen. Really like when other people show this book, and I've always enjoyed this character, especially New 52, Justice League of America, and then the Justice League of America Rebirth one-shot. Vixen's a pretty cool character, and then enjoy her in the Arrowverse. So really happy to have the first appearance of Vixen. I've seen these books in other people's videos, and I didn't realize how much they were going for, and I kept passing them up at a local shop that I go to in Springfield, Illinois, and that shop has variants for $5. If they're older variants, pre-New 52 variants, they're just $5. And so I kept passing them up and finally decided I need to go pick these up. And so picked up 3 copies of Art Germ. This is the Superman 712. I think this is like a 1 in 5 or 1 in 10 variant. It's an Art Germ variant, and I've got 3 copies of that. So that's pretty cool. Happy to have that one. Also picked up Superboy #4. This is once again one of those variants. I'm not sure if it's a 1 in 10, 1 in 15, 1 in 5. I'm not sure what it is, but it is an Art Germ cover, and it is going for pretty decent money on eBay. So happy to have this one as well. So as the Aquaman movie approaches, I know a lot of people are picking up this issue, but I haven't seen a lot of this variant. This is Aquaman New 52, number 19, the first appearance of King Nereus. I know King Nereus is going to be in the movie, and this is the interesting like Mad Magazine Tom Bunk cover variant. So happy to have this one, and you know, a lot of people are picking up the standard version. Maybe this one will be the rare one to look out for. So in another shop, a used record store, CD place, kind of just junk shop, I found the first appearance of the Huntress, Helena Bertinelli. So this is a big shout out to Cat Ren Figures. I know she really likes this character. And then at a shop across the street, a used bookstore, I found Batman Shadow of the Bat 83. This is the first appearance of Batgirl, Huntress as Batgirl. So this is Helena Bertinelli as Batgirl. Really awesome. Was happy to find these books. This is the first time I've owned this book. I've got the first appearance of Helena Wayne as Huntress, but not this one. So big shout out to Cat Ren Figures. I know you'd appreciate these books. Okay, so I went to Peoria, Illinois and went 50-cent diving. I was just really bored, wanted to kill some time. Found some really neat books and actually one pretty heavy hitter. The first one is Superman 380. What just drew me into this was I wanted to read something. I wanted it to be cheap, and I want it to be Superman. So this is Superman present day and then Superboy from the past. So same person, just present day and past. And so Superman was doing a report he was on assignment for a professor at probably Metropolis University or something like that. He was supposed to go figure out how the cavemen lived and report that back to this professor. Well, Superboy was on his way to the future, told Ma and Pa Kent, I'm going to go to the future to a Legion of Superheroes meeting. And what happened was they flew at the same time and crashed into each other in the time stream or whatever this one's called. So was really interesting. They kind of swapped minds. So Superman went to Superboy's body and Superboy went to Superman's body. The crazy awesome thing about this was there's 2 things. There's a first appearance of a new villain, new for 1983 or 82 or whenever this was written. And then Superboy was kind of hot for Lana Lang. But Superman was kind of in a relationship or dating Lois Lane. When Superboy in Superman's body saw Lana Lang, he was like, man, she grew up to be like stunning. So he was trying to get a date with Lana Lang, while Lois Lane was like, Superman, why are you treating me different? You know, we're love interests and you should be treating me different. Anyways, the villain in this one, I can't remember his name, but he's a new villain and he changes people's moods. There's a guy trying to commit suicide, jump off a building, and he made him feel positive, made him feel great, and he brought him off the ledge. And so I think what that villain's going to do, I need to pick up 381. I need to go find that. I think what he's going to do is like rob people and then make them feel good about it, or take advantage of people and make them feel like that was a great decision. So anyways, Pretty awesome book, really nice condition, just a random book that I enjoyed reading. And for 50 cents, I picked up Barbed Wire. Don't know what numbers these are, but this is Adam Hughes. That issue, and then this one. Both in very, very nice condition. And picked them up for $1 total for the two of them. I remember when people were chasing this issue. This is Impulse 28. This is the first appearance of Arrowette. Don't know much about the character, but I remember when people were chasing it. And I've got a couple copies of it, and for 50 cents, I wasn't going to pass it up. So I was getting sick of digging through the 50-cent bins, but I was like, there's a whole row left. I was just going to kind of go check them out, just briefly skim over the collection and see what there was. And thank goodness I did, because there was a 50-cent copy of Marvel Superheroes Winter Special from 1991, I believe. Yep. And this is the first appearance of Squirrel Girl newsstand edition. Not too bad of condition. I mean, everything on the spine is great. The only thing that there was a little bit of staining right there, as you can see in those claws. So not bad for 50 cents. Was really happy to find this. So the last two books that I got are from St. Louis area. The first one I got from Vintage Stock. It's a chain kind of used CD shop, used toys, used pop culture, games, movies, comic books, and was searching through the dollar bins again. Like, I think that's the theme of this, was just bargain bin diving, see what I could find for really cheap, and was able to find an Eternals #1 in the dollar bin. And I think it may have been, you know, the spine looks fine. It looks to be about a 7.0 or something like that, just based on the spine. But there's this little bit of a staining right here, probably a price sticker at one time. Left a little residue and stained the cover right there. But was really happy to find this Jack Kirby goodness. And with the talks about, you know, making a movie in the future about the Eternals, was really happy to add this one to my collection. The last book I got from Moe's in St. Louis, and I was really happy to finally get this book. It's Superboy 89, the first appearance of MonEl. And I've been looking for this book forever. Every time I see people show it, I'm like, man, I really need to add that book to my collection. Just buckle down and buy it. Finally pulled the trigger on this copy. It's going to be a low grade, probably a 3.0, 3.5, maybe 4.0 on a very, very lucky day. And MonEl is a character. He's not from Krypton, but I cannot remember, Dacamite or something like that. He's a Dacamite. I can't remember what it is, but he has very similar powers to Superman, Superboy, or Superman, except for he is not affected by Krypton or kryptonite. What he is affected by, very similarly, is lead. But once he gets exposed to lead, he does not heal. He does not recover from it like Superman recovers from kryptonite. And it says Superboy's big brother. He kind of just acted like Superboy's big brother because they're very similar, and he's definitely a hero. So first appearance of MonEl, really happy to have this and add this one to my collection. Well, that's it, you guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I wanted to do a little bit more homework before I presented these books. Didn't want to just present them and move on to the next book. I wanted to provide a little bit more information, so maybe potentially some of the story and some of the books. But if you enjoyed that, if you could, give a thumbs up. If you're not already subbed up to the channel, please consider subbing up. Also, check out this top 50 video. I don't think you'll be disappointed. And thanks once again for the support on that one. And with that being said, I will talk to you all on the next one. See ya. Bye.